Hello everyone, it's Kruk and welcome to a 26th episode of Doki Club Plus. Today we're beginning Sayori's route, I think my favorite one actually. So yeah, let's begin. Let's remember we reset the game once again because we got to Monica and... I mean, I should have deleted her first, but it doesn't really matter. Like, nothing new will be here, like, there might be something new after we will have completed Sayori's route, because it will be basically doing all these three girls which we can date routes. Okay, let's make a new game, crew as always, and as we remember, first day is never anything new. It's all about skipping it. But yeah. Time to write a poem right now. Yeah, I'm recording, that's great. And now we're writing poems for Sayori, and it's been a while since I wrote them, but it's not so difficult. Okay, so lazy. Okay, that's also a bit difficult. Ocean. Rain cloud for sure. Raindrops, okay, it's for Yuri. Friends. Maybe. Together. Okay, great. Romance. Tears. Marriage. Playground. Shopping. Okay, actually it's for Natsuki. Dance. Let's think. Misery. Okay, that was not that difficult. Peaceful. Amazing. Headphones must be for Natsuki. Comfort. Peace. Okay, peace is for Natsuki. Interesting journey. Oh, okay. And maybe promise. Great, we've done it. And smile. Okay. We've done kind of well. And there we go. Sayori's route. Okay, I'll take a sip of water. It's not actually water, this time it's cola, but doesn't matter. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. Am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of a book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So, it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak in their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. Yeah, so Sayori's route is not really like about, you know, spending time with Sayori. Like, there will be some, but it's mostly about like listening to her conversations or just, you know, talking to her, so we get to know her better. But it's not like directly spend time with her. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. And yeah, it's because our protagonist is just focused on Sayori, and he doesn't really feel uncomfortable to, like, just listen to her conversation or just come talk to her because she's been our friend for years. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Oh, what kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Haha, good thinking. Eski would love to do that. You're right. Eski makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, Van. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. God damn. Ooh, wow. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Haha, sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Haha, it's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glanced around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, I don't think you don't have a boyfriend yet. Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Haha, this is so funny. Honestly, this scene, like, out of context, it looks like protagonist is unbuttoning her. So, yeah. Okay. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? Haha. It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Haha. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twists around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Haha. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? When Kasoni calls out. Why don't you share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Girl, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write? Yes. Okay, so let's go. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Okay, and it's different. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Kruhe. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Haha. Jeez. I'm sure Yui's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Kruhe poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the shit against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Haha, I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of this club now. Okay. Now let's go with Natsuki. I wonder what she's saying, like... Yeah, like, it's in between, I think. So it's a bit different. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Okay, and this is the same here. Let's go, Yuri. Okay, so she's saying the same thing as if we wrote to Natsuki because she's the one who likes this poem the least. Okay, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are pretty good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when you're reading this poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Haha, it could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy such things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Okay. Okay, so here's that, discussion between them, and there's this third option. Like, I don't think it's the best because, like, we should choose either Natsuki or Yuri, but let's choose this one. Like, I think it might unlock something or something. Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Kruhe, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Yeah, it's getting even worse. Excuse me, or listening to yourself? It's exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so ever fighting. Because, well, also, Natsuki is cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. What the hell? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people, and I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Haha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. Okay, how long is this video? Like, it's 17 minutes. So I think I'll end it like in the middle of, like, we'll see. We might do 2 days in one. It would be cool, I think. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I'll save in case of alert. Summer. Okay, let's load. Let's do it again. Cry. I wonder what Cage is about. I think it might relate to one of the poems. Like, it might be relating to Yuri. Raindrops. Oh god. Dance. Lucky. Vertigo. Okay, Vertigo is to Yuri. Sweet. Peaceful. Together. Friends. Treasure. Yes, okay. Defeat, no. Death, I think. This one's difficult. Like, these long words fit to Yuri. I would pick maybe shame. Yeah, that's a great choice. Heart as well. Dream. Oh. Do I even make it though? Bounce, Fickle, no. Damn. Sing. Please do it, man. Daydream. Tragedy. Clouds, no, okay. Childhood, okay. I'm not sure if I made it or not. Let's hope. Another day passes. Did I make it? Yes, I made it. Let's go. Kruhe. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna Go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how a festival is coming up. Me and Monica we're gonna make some posters and stuff, so I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I go with you. Yay. Okay, Monica will be back soon. Oh, are you going with Kruche to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Haha, okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Kruche? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room, follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Haha, me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yup. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Kruche, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of a poem like, "Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland." Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast at your cute self. Haha, don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Kruche, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in the room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads right to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box of full crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori says, pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. But at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Oh, I dropped one by accident. Smack. Kya! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Oh... You okay? My forehand. Sayori clutches her forehead. Forehead, not forehand, lol. Gee, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from the forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Oh, sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Kruche, where would I even find ice around this time? Well, I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. Haha, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the classroom, in the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchase one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spot before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. Haha. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey Kruhe, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrap myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. Haha. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. They really do that. Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe, I do remember a bit. I guess I was almost so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Kruhe, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. They don't really do this kind of thing all the time. Guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Kruhe, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. She has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess you should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops on her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ooh, well I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bomb, but without much success. In a moment we make it back to the clubroom. You're back. Good timing, I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sorry, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right, Sayori frantically glances around by herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Haha, sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Kruhe. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Okay, and with video being, yeah, it's a good time to finish the video, I guess. Or now? Or, Okay, I don't know, let's continue. I don't think it's gonna take long. Kruhe, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding this from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so, no way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much you like something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Huh? Well, stop thinking with things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. Haha. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting my business all the time. Huh? I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you not? Do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's hat. Yeah, hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori started fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Kruhe, will you give me your poem? Kinda want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Haha. Sorry, you completely misunderstood. Didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Haha. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Yeah, the one with bottles. You know. Natsuki. Okay. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. They can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't Trainwreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Haha. Glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's not like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Yeah, I mean like spiders. Okay, so after explaining it a bit, it's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Yeah, so we're saying different things because like last time she showed this poem to us, it was because like we are also writing poems to her, so I guess she explains it in a different way. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Let's show it to Yuri. Okay, let's see what you've written for today. Well done, crew here. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Very nice, and Timothy hands me her poem. Yeah, about the raccoon, remember. Yeah, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed from for a strange interest? Yeah, this time we read Natsuki's poem, so it's different. Like, last time we read the raccoon poem, it was when we wrote poems to Yuri, so you know, like, it gets a bit complicated, like, to get all the dialects. She did? Yeah, she was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does you really feel that way? Yeah, sounds like you have that in common. Well, it's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies, but I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Oh, please don't tell her I said it. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, okay. And Monica, talking about, sorry for a second. It's pretty good. It makes you think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it makes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but you and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Maybe a bit. Oh no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway. Okay. Here it's the same. Yeah, like poem performing. Okay. Well, of course we would go with Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. Okay, it's the same as in our first playing this game. Okay, so let's save the game now because the video is getting kind of long. But at least we finished 2 days. No, it's not that long, I mean. Okay, so we unlocked 2 side stories. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have all of them. So we will have something to play. Can't wait. And pictures. We unlocked 2 CGs. One of writing poem to Sayori, and second one writing both first and second poem to Sayori. Okay. And one more. It's a sketch. Yeah, that's what I thought. In Act 1, call Sayori for help during Natsuki and Yuri's argument. So we got sketch of Sayori's initial character design by David Evelyn. So it kind of makes sense that we unlocked her. Okay. So thank you all for watching this, I think, nice video. Next video might be the last one of Sayori's route. Like, there's only day 3. Then I don't, like, no, I don't, if I'm correct, there's no special, you know, like spending time with Sayori. Like, we have to either choose Natsuki or Yuri, which is a shame because it would be so nice to like help her. But as we know, Monica is already helping her, so there would be no sense like we would be spending time with 3 people. But anyways, I think I'll do that and we'll skip through the whole Act 2 and get to, you know, get to read some special poems, because we have to unlock each one, of course. So yeah, take care all of you and goodbye.